Yeah. Thank you, Delphi.
You got?
Yeah, I'm definitely not a player that you should follow their habits because, you know, my habits are a little different because I do a depot and
Follow the leader,
my skills are quite a bit, you know, I skill in everything, so a lot of my skills are pretty high. And, you know, a new player try to do the same thing that I'm doing right now. You definitely would have terrible results. I mean, with no skill doing it on condition, you're very rarely going to get anything, and you're going to lose more than half every time you do it.
Get a quick grip.
But the other thing you should pay attention to is the QR, the quality rating of this. Not only does the QR directly reflect the value of this blueprint, but this will tell you what your quality rating overall is. And so, you know, you can see here, right here on my progress bar, if you have this pulled up, I'm manufacturing this at 93.06 when I started, and I've gotten it up to 93.11. So there's my progress right there. And when I really get the kickbacks from everything I lost in this blueprint will come when the QR is 100.
No, I'm just sleepy.
And then I put, you know, a good amount of clicks through it after it hits QR 100. Eventually I'll get the majority of the peds I spent into this blueprint, so.
Nord, who lost his legs in the Great Crusades.
And you'll see what I'm going to do with these in a second.
Grip. Get a grip on
Because I am making stuff. And what I put in is very close to equivalent. I mean, what I'm going to get out is very close or equivalent to what I put in. I mean, this is 30 peds. I have about 40 something into it.
Why are you shooting at me for?
And you'll see here once I'm done how many peds I have, because we're going to go back out and do some more curbs.
It's a nice one. There you go.
And you'll see exactly why I did what I did here in just a second. Because we still got this.
I don't know.
We've got about 2 peds here still in materials that we're going to come back to after our next hunt. But we're going to take this 7 ped, come over here, and go into orders, because people will place orders for stuff.
Go and loot, go and loot. Go and loot, run.
Wow, they're terrible prices for these too.
You have a third.
Anyway, okay, so to sell this stuff, those are simple one conductors. I'm going to type in simple up here. I'm going to hit the markup thing so that the highest percentage comes to the top. Then we can see who's offering the most for these. So it looks like there's only one person buying these right now. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Behind it.
That's at 109. But we got someone else buying them at 105. Well, let's see if we can sell these, because we're not going to be able to sell them all to here. But let's see if what percentage we're at if we try to sell them here. So highlight this, hit sell, drag conductors in here. Okay, so if I sell it at 30, it's going to be 103. This goes at 105, so that's not very close. But what we can do to equal this out is we can take some of these off of here, and we might be able to get a better percent. See, there's the better percent right there, 103.70 higher. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try and split this. Just put 1 on here and see what happens. See, that's at 102.56. That's not even close. So let's take off 11 and see how it works. Okay. So to hit that 105%, you don't really need a whole lot. But we can save some of these because we're probably going to come back to this. So we're going to split this again.
Back.
See, there you go, 104.76. That's close. But let's do it one more time, just for GP. Okay, so that one's too high. All right, so we got to do the 70. That's as close as we're gonna get. It's ultimately we're putting in 2150 and we're getting out 22 immediately at 104.76. So watch. Boom. Now we're back up to 29 ped, plus we have this left over to come back to with curbs. So let's do another round of curbs. So let's try this, and we're gonna be super eco with this for a couple reasons.
Fucking dodge my bullet. Now I'm gonna kill him. Ah. Whew.
So it's gonna take us a while to do it like this with the Z12, but let's see if we get some different results.
Fine.
Definitely gonna get us more shots and more skill.
Yeah, you did. 2 hits and I was dead.
And then on the next round, I'll show you how good the Buchan does, because the Buchan can take these out too. But let me show you with the Z12 first.
You were
It's
wheeling.
gonna take long enough as it is.
Are you standing behind me, Nude? It doesn't work that way. I was joking.
I survived. You didn't.
It would be neat if you could hide behind stuff, but they pretty much shoot through mountains and everything.
We're not gonna be able to kill as many, but we're gonna get more shots in, which will be more skill, and it's a whole lot more eco.
We have one on us.
And of course we're gonna have to heal a little bit more. Well, probably about the same, really. Because we were in Pixie before.
Oh!
Behind us.
Congrats, Node.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, so let's heal up before we do the next one. Hey, thank you, Fight Club. Appreciate that. Ditto, man.
Let's see. Disciples. Node up in 46, 85, Manic up in 70, 41. Holy fuck.
And, you know, the other problem with this is that it takes so long to kill a mob. This, to the average player, is boring. Even though they're doing one of the funnest things in the game, hunting. They consider it boring when it takes too long to kill the mob, which is exactly how you are going to be eco, and that's when the game will pay you better. So you have to weigh your time with your money. I mean, yes, your time is important, but so is your money. So you have to decide, you know, what is... No. Eco is defined as, because taking more shots doesn't necessarily mean you're spending more. You know what I mean? Because of the ammo burn on these weapons. So no, the eco would not go down the more the animal regens. The animal regen has nothing to do with how eco you are. What has to do with how eco you are is how much total DK do you take over the whole thing. You know, how much DK is your weapon taking, your amp, your scope, your armor, and then of course how much are you spending. You know, so that's how you figure out eco. And then, of course, you know, there's other factors that come into play as well. Like, for example, for the weapons, they now have an efficiency rate up here. So your efficiency rate's going to make a difference. If your skill progress is at 100%, it will make a difference. If you have a learning period damage, that's going to make a difference. You know, and then you got to look down here too to see that you're maxing a weapon out. You want to make sure that you're maxing it out by that the damage interval is the same on the left as it is on the right. That right there tells you whether you're maxing it out or not. And if this is 100, that's 100, this says not anymore, and this is maxed out, then if all those numbers are correct, you are maxing out that weapon, quote unquote, max out. And then you can look at the efficiency rate at that point. Okay, well, I have this weapon maxed out, this one maxed out, this one maxed out. Which one has a better efficiency? You know, so you take into account each factor in its accordance with how important it is. So that's really how you're going to judge that. And yeah, every mob's gonna regen, you know, but well, not every mob regens. I'm sorry, robots don't regen. But most mobs, the only reason you really worry about regen is because you need to know whether you can take that mob or not. If you're, you know, if the mob is regenning faster than you're killing it, then you shouldn't be hunting that mob if you're using a maxed out weapon. But you know, come here, little one. Jeez, you little
Jesus
nutball.
Christ, I'm up in almost 20 ped in robot weapon grips.